To the Mind Story session on Monday. My name is Yo. I'm your moderator today. How is everyone? Do you feel relaxed? I see some smiling faces. Or do you feel stressed? Or was it a hectic day? I hope today's session could bring some inner happiness to you and bring some relaxed session. If you feel relaxed, maintain your sabai feeling. So we will have a bit of Dharma talk, followed by our meditation and the Q&A session. So if you have questions, leave it to the end, type in the chat box, and our teaching monk will help us. Our teaching monk today is Monk Daniel. And before we start the session, let's pay respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times. First bow, second bow, third bow. I hope all of you will have a good session. Can I pass the session back to Monk Daniel?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world who is listening today on Monday from many different countries. I see some new faces, some familiar faces. It's always good to be back on Monday. I hope everyone is looking forward to Monday and not thinking of it as, I don't think everyone's favorite day is Monday, but hopefully as we meditate more and we have this time, this space together, that we can help to make Monday a little bit better than normally, so that the whole week can be, more relaxing as we go into our new week, whether it's with work, with school, or just starting the new week. It's always good to start with your mind in the right place, because when your mind is in the right place, the rest of your life will slowly fall into place, into balance. A lot of people like to, focus on making everything. For some reason, we like to focus on the things we can't control fully. We like to focus outside of us and make sure all those things are in order, and then we'll have inner peace. We'll be peaceful, less stress. But we should switch it around, and it will help you to make everything on the outside in order. Get your mind in order first. Get your mind happy first. Reduce the stress in your mind first. And then you can go and organize everything around you, or try to make everything around you better. So flip it around. Flip it around. As you learn about meditation, you should learn that, oh yeah, I have the power to flip the direction of how the day is going, or how life is going, by starting from inside first. Change your inner world, and you can help to change your outer world. Change how you think first, change how you feel first. If it's in a low place, or even maybe not necessarily low, but your mind, you may feel like you're not really thinking anything negative yet, but just like anything, we need to keep it charged, whether it's your phone, right? Anything we use often, there's something that burns the energy, right? Car needs gasoline. Your technology, it needs electricity, right? Human need fuel, food, right? There's always something to take care of yourself, or something to make it keep running efficiently. So physically, of course, food is fuel for the body, but what about fuel for the mind, right? So every time we meditate is adding fuel to the mind, is adding more energy, so that your mind, even though you may feel like, hey, I'm a positive person, but sometimes the capacity for your mind to do better is low battery. And you can tell by that when you start to feel stressed, when you start to feel your emotions swing very easily, or you can't control what you say, what you do, right? You just go off of pure instinct at that moment, without thinking, is some red flags for yourself that, oh, my mind isn't really, it's like in autopilot. You're not really flying the plane anymore. It's just autopilot on whatever setting your setting of your mind is at that moment. So it's good to be the captain, be in control of how you feel, and you can go in the right direction. So I had some, one of my monk friend had to go on a retreat recently, and he had some questions from the participants there, and it's actually a very common question, I think. but I want to share and see how you guys feel about that question, right? Because when we talk about meditation, often we say, at least I say, when we meditate, our main goal of meditation is to find true happiness. And of course, when we say true happiness, everyone may have a question mark in their mind, like what is true happiness, or what is the happiness you're talking about from meditation, right? Because there's so many, it's a huge spectrum. It's a very wide spectrum of what is, everyone has their own answer to what happiness is. But in the meditation sense, there's many ways I would like to talk about it, but today I think I'll just talk about it in a more general sense. But one thing to remind ourselves is that sorry, true happiness, one second, true happiness comes from inside. A still mind at ease grows happiness within independently. So we need to nourish our mind. Every time we meditate, you're nourishing your mind. You're allowing the happiness that you have inside of you, already inside of you, the seed of happiness, right? We have the seed of anger, the seed of greed, the seed. We have so many seeds in our mind that what we allow to nourish, what we allow to grow is what's going to take over your mind. So it's not like we're rediscovering, it's not like we're discovering true happiness. It's already inside of you. You're basically allowing it to grow every time you meditate. So when your mind is still, it allows that happiness inside of you to grow out. And it's independent because it's coming from you. It's coming from inside of you. It's growing inside of you. It's not dependent on anything outside. It's not dependent on people, dependent on your status, your work, what's happening outside. It's all dependent on how you feel inside. So every time we meditate, every time we meditate, we allow ourselves that opportunity to, one second. Every time we meditate, we allow our opportunity for that happiness that's inside of you to grow and become stronger and stronger until you begin to feel it more and more. In the beginning, when it's growing, you may not see or feel the results right away because it's still growing like a seed. But eventually it'll start to blossom and you start to feel even more the power of your mind that's in a good place. But another way I would explain it is that when we meditate, it's like we are looking after our mind in the same sense of when you're with your body. Let's say your body is dirty, right? Your automatic response when you get dirty is, as soon as I can, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to go clean my face, clean my body, right? And when you get out of a shower or get out of a bath, how do you feel? Physically, you feel cleaner, you feel refreshed, you feel happier, you feel good, right? Refreshed, alert, relaxed, right? After you get out of the shower. And that's the way you know that, oh, I'm clean, I feel good. So physically, when you get dirty, you want to get it clean. And the same thing is the happiness that you get from meditation is similar to that. Is when you meditate, it cleans your mind. And when you may notice that after you sit, after the meditation, when you meditate well, you're going to feel the same way when you take a shower, after you take a shower, but even deeper than that. It's going to feel, mentally, you're going to feel refreshed, relaxed, calm, peaceful, right? So we're basically taking the true happiness that you feel. You're starting to feel it right now. You feel better mentally from when you started, like you took a shower, took a bath, mentally. So that's just one aspect of the true happiness that you can feel. And why I say it's true happiness, because after you sit, after that, it's independent. After you sit, you feel good from the meditation automatically from yourself. No one made you feel good, right? No one did anything to you during the meditation. You did it yourself. So of course, that's a true happiness that's coming from you. which some people look for happiness all their life, right? And some people sit around waiting for happiness to come to them. But we should change it to allow happiness to come from you. You don't need to wait for it anymore. Allow it to come from you. Be the happiness you need from inside when you meditate. So let's harness what's already inside of you together every time you meditate, every Monday and every Thursday on Mind Stories, but also not just today and Thursday, but every day should be a day that you come back and nourish your mind. Every session, every second that you take a moment to bring your mind back, center yourself, relax yourself mentally, is like you're watering your mind, you're nourishing your mind. So every little session goes a long way. Don't hesitate throughout the day when I don't have time, I'm busy, or so and so. Don't be too busy to take care of yourself. Don't be too busy to take care of your mind. Okay? So whenever you feel that, I need to rest, don't be shy. For some reason, we like to keep going and going and going and going, and we never really take a moment to pause and look after yourself. So I'm just here to remind you that, hey, take care of you, take care of yourself, make sure that you're doing okay, and then you can continue to do what you love, continue to take care of the things and people you love after you take care of yourself. Okay? So don't feel like it's selfish to take some time for yourself. So right now, let's take some time to look after your mind, and then when we're ready, we can meditate together. So let's take a moment to adjust. So no matter how many times we meditate, remind ourselves that we're not in a rush. Even though we may be eager to meditate right now, we've been waiting for it all day. But take it easy, take it slow. Don't skip the simple but fundamental steps. It's not a race to inner peace. As we mentioned, the true happiness is already inside of us, the potential. So there's no need to rush. As long as we start to relax physically and mentally, the process has already begun. So take your time to adjust your body, finding the comfortable position that works for us in this session. Every session's different. So take a moment to check, observe. Are we ready? Are we in a comfortable and relaxing position? And if we are, we can slowly and gently, naturally close our eyes. Closing our eyes the same way we would when we go to sleep. It's time to rest. It's time to relax. It's time to let go. And just like anything in life, in order to let go, we need to release. We need to relax. We need to let it be. This whole process will happen naturally, starting from our body. Allow your body to relax, releasing, relaxing every single part of our body. Scanning from head to toe, Sometimes we feel that our body is relaxed, but there's some hidden tension because we use our body all day. Sometimes the tension within our body is still there, and we're used to it, and we don't notice it. So in order to make sure that that tension is gone, let's take a few deep breaths together. Breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly a few times. Every time we breathe in, feel your breath. Feel the breath as it enters your body, into your lungs, filling us with relaxation, with calmness, soothing, healing, massaging. And allow that feeling to spread to every part of our body, allowing our shoulders to relax, allowing every part of your body to relax. And once we feel that our body is more relaxed, try to put a small, content smile on your face. A smile to welcome in the relaxation. A smile to accept the relaxation that we're feeling. Because a key thing for our meditation to improve is to be content with the relaxation we feel. The way to be content with the relaxation is to keep your mind in the present, not comparing or expecting, but simply being happy with what we have right now. Once our body is relaxed, we can build on this foundation of relaxation by helping our mind to relax, to release, to come back to the present, free from the past, free from the future, putting aside everything just for a moment. We can come back to it later. Right now, let's call our mind back to the present, back inside, free from the outside world, by simply repeating the mantra in our mind continuously. Repeating in our mind, Samma Araham, Samma Araham, Samma Araham. Samma meaning purity, Araham meaning freedom. So every time we find our mind wandering or distracted, unable to stay inside, Just use the mantra. Stay with it like a song, like a lullaby, soothing, relaxing, not forcing our mind, but being patient, being calm, gradually allowing our mind to come, to let go, to come to the present, to come to the relaxation. Or for some of us, to help us stay centered, to help us stay in the present, we may find it easier to be more visual, using an image that we are familiar with, the sun, the moon, a star, a crystal sphere, something that's easy to imagine, but not only imagine, but try to feel the presence of that image. Not necessarily the clarity, because it's normal for everyone when we imagine something. It's not the same as using our eyes. The image won't be clear in the beginning. But as our mind becomes more still and relaxed, like the water on a lake or in a puddle, when the water is still, the reflection is clear. So right now, try to imagine the image however we like, wherever we like. Try to feel it. For example, if we imagine the sun, feel the warmth, feel the brightness on your face. Or you can imagine it inside of you, making us feel warm, comfortable. Or you can imagine the opposite, imagining the moon to be cool, like an ice cube, having an aura, a mist of relaxation, of coolness. So if we find that our mind is wandering a lot, we can use both. The relaxation of imagining the image, as well as using the mantra. But the key is to follow what makes you feel comfortable, what feels easy and natural for you. So for some of us, that may be just using the mantra. For some of us, that may be just staying with the image. Or we can use any other method where we feel mindful, relaxed at the same time. These methods are just a way to bring us to the stillness, from focusing on 1,000 things to just one thing. And then eventually we even have to let go of that one thing and just be still. Let it be. Let go of everything. We just need to follow how we feel, and we will know for ourselves when we want to let go and just be still. As long as we physically and mentally feel relaxed and calm, content with how we feel, the relaxation we feel right now will continue to grow automatically, naturally. Just like physically, the more we relax, automatically and naturally, our breathing slows down, our heart rate slows down. All these things happen on its own. We don't need to think about it. It happens naturally. Mentally, it's the same. The more we relax, the deeper our mind will be able to let go. The more clean, the more pure, the more still our mind will become on its own. Even just a moment, that moment of stillness will be the moment that our mind will start to feel the happiness inside. The same happiness that the Buddha mentioned. Nati, Santi, Parang Sukhang. There is no happiness that surpasses the stillness of the mind. We will understand this phrase for ourselves as we create that stillness within, one moment at a time. If we find that the stillness disappears, we find that our mind is wandering or distracted, it's okay. Just simply adjust, whether that means going back to using the method that helped us to calm down. Or maybe that method's no longer helping. An easy way is just to simply open your eyes, reset, readjust, and try again. Don't worry if you need to reset, you need to readjust, physically or mentally. It doesn't mean your progress will disappear. Every journey, we need to adjust. We need to take a break. Whether you're driving, flying, walking, climbing, but when we take a break, it doesn't mean we start over. Once we feel rested, we can continue our journey in the right direction again. Actually, the sooner we adjust to be relaxed again, the quicker our meditation will progress. So right now, just follow what makes you feel comfortable. Follow and listen to what your mind tells you and your body. We will know for ourselves if we pick the right method for ourselves. We will continue to feel more calm, more relaxed, and that feeling will only continue to grow. If it doesn't continue to grow, we need to check for ourselves. Are we in balance? Do we still feel mindful and relaxed together? Or are we too loose, too tight, too mindful, or too relaxed? We need to be in the middle. We need to be in the present. We need to be where we feel comfortable, in a mindful, content way. So let's continue to relax, release, and enjoy the rest of the meditation together in silence. our mind is more calm, rested. We've taken the time to collect those moments of stillness, allowing ourselves the time to nourish our mind, nourishing the seed of happiness within, allowing it to grow, allowing the space in our mind to be filled with only positivity. Because we may notice that when our mind is still, the negativity within it will begin to fade. The longer we stay still, the longer we stay relaxed, the stronger this feeling will happen. Our mind will become more bright, more positive. Because normally our mind is scattered. Scattered in the past, scattered in the future. When we bring our mind to the present, our mind no longer becomes scattered. The happiness within you will collect when our mind is in the present, becoming one with yourself. So now that we have that positivity within us, especially on Monday, let's continue to fill up the positivity in your mind by wishing and spreading that positivity from within you. Manifesting the positivity that you want to happen for the rest of the week and continuously going forward. We need to wish, now that our mind is calm and still, wishing for this positivity to attract positive people, positive situations into our life. As well as spreading this positivity, spreading your good wishes to everyone and everything, starting from yourself, our loved ones, and slowly spreading out. Wishing for everyone to be free from suffering, physically and mentally. Wishing for everyone to have the opportunity to cultivate and nourish their mind the correct way. Shine out your positivity the same way the sun shines to everything and everyone. You continue to relax and release for a moment, feeling the positivity within you and the positivity from around us, of everyone meditating together. He Buddha Palapata Pache Kanang Chayang Palam Arahantana Te Shirakam Bantami Sapaso Sapaputta Nupavena Sapadhamma Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Sada Soti Bhavantu Te. By the power of the positivity in this meditation, may that positivity bless our life in every way. And when we are ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes. Sadhu. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good meditation, a moment to rest. Even if it was just a moment, you should feel proud of yourself because even a moment of stillness is enough to get started. Start the positivity within yourself. Before we continue, I'll pass the session to our lovely moderator today.
Thank you, Monk Daniel, for the relaxed session. What do we do next? Should we give a big smile so that we can take a group photo together? Can I invite you to switch on your camera and that we can smile, take a good photo, smile, keep smiling. Thank you. Photo has been taken. And next we have the Q&A session. So if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat box and share your meditation experience. And I'll pass the session back to Monk Daniel. Thank you.
So thank you everyone for participating. And like always, if you could please give me an initial survey for yourself. How did you feel today? And we can continue from there. If you want to expand on it as well, if you want to share, if you had any problems or even good experiences for inspiration for others, maybe they want to see what you did, for example, or if you have any questions, please feel free to ask as well. Okay, so we have some Manesh 4, Vanessa 2. Anywhere on the scale is okay, don't be shy. Katrina 5, Iman 5, Edwin 3, wow. Essa, right, 3, Sam 4, Hazel 3, Elsa 4, wow. Donna, thank you so much, feeling relaxed and peaceful. Very good. It's always good to see you, Donna. You come so often, so I'm glad to see that you continue to practice every day. From Joy 4, Jen 3, Vanessa, I love to do more. By the way, the Facebook recorder sessions have disappeared. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe the staff, or I'm not sure if they changed the program or not. From Iman, thank you a lot, Venerable Monk Daniel. So peaceful meditation, comforting and relaxing. Very good. these are the foundation to the meditation. So as long as you feel some moment of relaxation is a good progress. From Axel, 5. Wow, very good. It's very good to see you again. Keep continuing to practice, and that 5 will get stronger and stronger. From Elsa, thank you. Good, relax. Every day I'm better. Yes, every day we meditate, you're gonna get better. You have like unlimited potential in yourself. Your mind can change how you feel completely, right? You can see when we eat something, right? Let's say you're not in a good mood, but someone gives you your favorite meal, right? When you eat it, it's not the same. Or if you're in a bad mood, no matter how good the food in front of you is, usually it doesn't help, and you're still you may feel a little bit better, but deep down inside you're still hurting, right? Or you're still sad, or you're still stressed. So your mind is very important to make you feel better. So as we meditate more, you can unlock that potential of how can I not only feel good all the time, but also when you have a bad situation, how can I make my mind calm and positive. From Yo, too many wandering thoughts after a big reunion, but there were a few seconds of relaxation moment using visualization. Okay, yeah, very good. Sometimes when we have a busy time in life, of course, it will impact our meditation and make us wander or make us think more than often. And that's why it's so important to meditate often. And when you feel that your mind is scattered everywhere, when your mind is scattered, it's very weak. It's just like when anything comes together, it becomes condensed, right? And it's stronger, it's more stable, right? You wouldn't want a table that the wood fiber is scattered, right? You want the table to be very compact, right? Very strong wood, so that when you put something on it, it can support it, and you can be confident that what you put on that table won't fall over, or the table won't break, for example. So your mind is very similar, that when our mind is scattered, when it's in the past, in the future, worrying about things we can't undo, or in the when it's in the past, right, we can't do it. In the future, it's scattered, expecting, worrying. And when our mind is scattered, it has no strength as well. It has no power as well. So when we meditate, it brings it to the present, and it helps it to become compact, helps it to become stable and still. And then when it's stable and still, your mind will be very powerful and positive. So don't forget that. Bring your mind back to yourself more often, and you'll find the way out. But even though your mind was wandering, you got a moment of relaxation, so that's okay. Just a moment is a good start. Okay. Yes, you can watch them on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. All the live sessions are on YouTube. You can watch them again. It's in the video tab. You have to go to the live tab, and it's gonna have all the recent lives from this year and in the past. Okay, from Manish, does meditation, I'm guessing, is meditation effective if your guru pictures around? It all depends on how you feel, right? So if you have a picture of like a master, or a picture of something that makes you feel comfortable, you feel connected to, you feel relaxed to, that picture, you can look at it in the beginning. Like I see in Tan has the picture of one of the meditation masters in the background, and many pictures, the Buddha, all these different pictures in her room. So thank you for being an example. When you have a picture that you feel connected to, or you feel peaceful, you look at that picture and it makes you feel peaceful, it makes you feel positive, it's a good picture to have around. So that can be a picture of your family, a picture of as you mentioned, your guru, when you see that picture, it makes you feel mentally okay. So in that sense, yes, it will help your meditation. So it's like what your environment has an impact on your meditation, of course. So what you see around you, what you feel around you, it can make your meditation easier or more difficult as well. So yeah, if you want to have a picture of your guru around you, you can do that as well. Okay, Vanessa, I have to leave early. Thank you, thank you. I have to leave early again. Thank you, thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye, Monk Daniel. Cheers. Okay, bye, Vanessa. Okay, from Elsa, since I'm doing these exercises every day, my life is going better and I am calmer and I see life differently. Very good, Elsa. Of course, as we meditate more and more and you connect to the positivity in you more and more, you may notice that when you meditate well and you open your eyes, does the world feel a little bit brighter for you? When you open your eyes, it's like, oh, it's like you came out of a good rest and you look things differently, of course. That's why it's so important to take care of your mind first. Because sometimes, yes, we have bad situation happen, but after we meditate, at least we're more calm, more relaxed. So now that we can look at that same negative situation in a new light, and you may be able to see what you need to do next more easily now that your mind is calm, when your mind's relaxed, you're rested. So even though the situation is the same, nothing changed in that hour you meditated, that 5 minutes that you meditated, that 30 minutes you meditated, that same situation is still there, but your mind is in a better place now, a higher place. So you look at that situation in a different perspective now. And maybe from what I realized is that you normally can see a new way out that you couldn't see before. Because let's say that the situation's here, right? Your mind is in that situation or stuck, sinking in that situation, so you can't see what you need to do. But when you meditate, you bring your mind out of that situation. You bring your mind higher up. And when you get lost, you climb a tree, you get somewhere high, and you try to see. When you get a higher vantage point, you can see where to go, right? Your mind is the same thing, so it can help you to see things in a different way. Sometimes I get dizzy after meditation. Is this normal? If you feel dizzy, sometimes it can come from the method we're using, so we have to check. It usually comes when we stay with the method too long in a way that maybe we're using a little bit more effort than we should. So you have to check. And if you start to, let's say you're using visualization, sometimes if we focus too much on the visualization, it can make us feel dizzy or make us feel uncomfortable or make us feel something like that. So we can try to test for yourself. Or sometimes it's just dizzy from physically, where we may be a little bit sick or something like that. But in that case, try to check, maybe it's the method we're using, and we can slowly let go of that method and let's try a different one and see how that feels. If you end the meditation, you don't feel dizzy. Okay. From 10, I felt calm, but I had pain at my knee, so took care of it. The mind wandered a bit, as prior to the session, I didn't prepare the mind well. Good to see Monk Daniel again. I am still in Thailand, don't know when to go back, but I can be anytime. I wish I could make merit here longer for a bit. Oh, well, at least you're still here, so you still have time to do everything you need. And it's good to see you again as well, and I hope you continue to take care of your mind and use your opportunity here in Thailand, where you want to go to the temple, or if you want to meet up with any of the monks or go on a retreat before you go back. I recommend you go to Pai in northern Thailand if you want. Anyone here has been there before? I see some familiar faces. So you can take a rest there if you can. Or if you can't go on a retreat, you can't travel, at least you can go on a retreat inside every time you meditate. Okay. It's easier. You don't have to fly, you don't have to travel, and it's free. Okay. So I think that's everyone's comments. If anyone has any final questions or okay, thank you. Ka- Katharina, I often feel warm during the meditation. I hope this is an expression of inner peace. Okay, if it's a warm sensation that you can answer for yourself that you enjoy the feeling. The key thing is you enjoy the feeling. So some people may feel warm, some people may feel cool, some people may feel these different physical sensations. Neither of them are better, or I wouldn't say either one of them is like higher or different, but the key thing is how you feel about it. So if it's a positive sensation where you can answer for yourself, it's on the positive side, you enjoy that feeling, you want to stay with that feeling, then yes, your mind is becoming more peaceful, more calm, and that is a result of the mind in the right way, practicing in the right way, where you start to have a feeling or a sensation in a good way. So in this case, if it's a warm feeling where you enjoy it, then yes, that's an expression of the peace that you're beginning to feel. Keep going and see where that warmth takes you, and you may even see that there's something making you feel warm, for example, right? Before we see the sun, we feel the warmth first, right? So as we feel the warmth first, stay relaxed first, you may see, hey, maybe there's an inner sun inside of you. Keep going. Thank you for sharing. I'm sure many people have that experience. So you're not the only one. It just means you're practicing correctly. Okay. Thank you, Monk Daniel and team. My neighbor is having a party, so it was quite noisy. It's okay, you know, we can't control our neighbors, but at least we can bring our mind to where we feel comfortable. If it's really distracting, maybe get some headphone or something. But if I use like the mantra, if it's very noisy outside, I use the inner mantra to kind of drown out the noise on the outside. So maybe you have to say the mantra louder mentally or say it more quickly. So it help you to like not focus on the outside noise. Okay. So thank you everyone, and I hope to see you on Thursday with the following session, and also next Monday. And please continue to practice meditation every day, whether or not there's no monk. The best time to meditate is anytime. Everyone asks, what's the best time to meditate? Anytime you can, because every time you meditate, it's helping your mind to get in a positive state. And that's the most, it's like we have a unlimited treasure inside, but we don't really go inside to take it out. So we miss out on the opportunity that you have inside of you. Every time you meditate, it's a new opportunity to get some of that inner treasure out. And when you have that inner treasure, you can go and use it for the things you need, the positivity inside of you. So don't forget that, and close your eyes and relax as often as you can. And if you need any help, please come back next Monday or this Thursday, and all the team will be waiting for you to help you. So thank you, and stay healthy about body and mind, and see you next week.
Thank you, Monk Daniel, for your guidance today and also the valuable advice. And thank you, everyone, for joining. Don't forget to bring more friends. The more, the merrier. And also share our meditation experience with some friends. Try to encourage them to join our session every Monday and Thursday. So the next session is Thursday. So do bring more friends. And I hope everyone will be practicing more to attain their inner happiness. And before we end our session, let's pay our respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times. First bow. Second bow. Third bow.
May the positivity from this meditation and all the positive things you have done until now, may that positivity follow you wherever you go, helping to protect you, look after you, guide you, keeping you healthy of both body and mind, helping you overcome any obstacle, and most importantly, you may be able to cultivate and attain the inner peace within you, the inner happiness within you more deeply and at all times, forevermore.
Sadhu. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. See you coming Thursday. Bye. Take care. Practice more. See you. Bye.